General Hospital on another network, or Rick Springfield to millions more of you who listen to radio. Cashbox Magazine says Rick Springfield is the #1 male vocalist. Are you first and foremost an actor or a singer?
Well, as far as time that I put into it, I'm singing, because I started singing when I started playing in bands when I was about 14 in high school. Well, I wasn't 14 in high school. Yes, I was.
High school, where was that, back in Cleveland?
No, that was back in Australia.
That's why I asked, because
back in the old country.
You have an accent that sounds very much like mine, and you bought it from a speech coach because you naturally...
Yes, I did. I paid good money for it, too.
Yeah, can you dip into a little of your natural accent?
Well, the original Australian accent that I was originally born with was about here. Probably a little higher, though, when I was born with it. And then my dad was in the Army, and we moved to England for a couple of years, and it kind of mellowed it out between a Cockney cross, like a London Cockney cross and Australian, so it was more like about here, where I clipped the words.
Well, that's wonderful, but it wouldn't do it all for Dr. Noah Drake, would it?
No, not at all.
I have to tell you about my Aunt Martha. I started to tell you a minute ago. Aunt Martha was a longtime fan of General Hospital. It was her favorite. She stopped watching it, she says, sometime last summer because it just got too crazy, and I didn't have the heart to tell her that the producers didn't care, because millions of others are discovering General Hospital for the first time. It has become a television phenomenon, a cult phenomenon, if you will, on college campuses. What's going on?
It's been a cult like for about 3 years, I think, and now it's like, I mean, it's almost reaching like a fad. It's just it's really exploding, and I have no idea. I really don't. I think it's just timing. It's of the few things that I've seen of different soaps. It's a much lighter up show, I think, than a lot of the other ones.
Not a lot of medicine gets practiced at General Hospital.
Not a lot of medicine, no, sir.
Does Dr. Noah Drake do what? Are you a brain surgeon?
I'm a general surgeon on the show.
And how much general surgery have you done in the 6 months you've done? One operation?
One operation.
But the pay's pretty good.
I've come out of a couple, but I've actually done one. But extracurricular activities, yeah, I've been very heavy on that.
What do you intend to do after the most successful program, I should think, ever on daytime television? I would suspect you wouldn't be satisfied with that.
I want to get into movies next year. As far as like going from a TV show to another TV show, the daytime, nighttime, it's all the same to me. I don't really see stepping up into nighttime television except for more money, but that's beside the point. But I'd like to have a new album coming out at the beginning of next year also, and I want to be doing more concerts and you know, writing more and recording more.
Do you ever feel a little greedy? You are very successful as an actor. You are very successful as a singer. Isn't that enough?
Well, I want to do as much as I can do that I feel I can do well, and I worked a long time for it. I've been here since 1972, through some pretty rough times, and I feel just now that the time I put into it is starting to pay off.
Pretty rough times only last 8 years. As you know, you spend time in Los Angeles. You can spend a lifetime there.
Yeah.
And have your heart broken once a season.
Yeah. The toughest thing is, you know, like when you're alone in your apartment at night. I mean, your friends are great, and they help me through a lot of the times, but when you're alone in your apartment at night and nothing is working, and it's just, you know, like it's just you, and it's you
out
just
there,
gotta
it's quite
believe.
possible that you can be have a very pretty face and be just a pretty face, male or female.
Yeah. That's never been a thing to me. I've always that's not what it's about. You know, like when I first came over here in '72, they said, you know, oh, cute guy from Australia too, you know, with an accent. So they started to put me in like a lot of teen magazines, and that before I'd even recorded anything over here, I'd recorded stuff in Australia. And that got too much for me. That started to be the thing that had my face in the magazine, and that's not what I came over here for. I came over here to pursue my careers.
Well, we wish you much more success, something that you've grown accustomed to. Rick Springfield. Oh, hospital's calling.
Uh-oh.